What keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is my drive. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing. If I'm gonna take the extra time out of my day to do something, I'm gonna give it my all. I want to be the best at it. I know bodybuilding is frowned upon and say you the best, you will be the best. I don't care. If I'm doing it, I'm gonna give it my all because I want to be the best. I don't train on, I don't cheat on my diet. I don't care what it is. I'm not eating no extra gram of peanut butter. I ain't taking no sip of no diet. I don't even drink soda. You know, you see dudes drinking diet soda. To me, that's weak. I'm a lock in. That's what a real dog is. A real dog can flip that switch, go cold turkey, and get in his bag to get the results that he want to get. You can't say you really want something if you're not willing to flip that switch, no matter how hard it is. Flip the switch and get in your bag. Put in the work that everybody else can't do or having a hard time doing so you can get to where you're trying to go. What up, though, YouTube? What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Takeover, checking in again. We back with another video, man. We over here on this Thursday, man. I know I said it was going to be a rest day. But one thing about it, man, I highly dislike rest days, bro. I had my mind set on taking the rest day all the way until I got off work. And then it changed. You know what I mean? So I'm here. We finna put in some bench press and some shoulders today, man. But y'all see that pre-workout stack we got. Y'all already hip to the defined creatine, the defined pump, and the defined pre-workout. Crazy energy, crazy pump. You know, creatine monohydrate. That's the best creatine on the market. I don't do the creatine gummies and all that. I want to be sure I'm getting exactly what it say I'm getting per scoop. You know what I mean? So I do straight powder. I don't do the chewies, the gummies, and all that other stuff. But also the SLU PP322 or 332, whatever it is. I've been on that peptide since for about 7 weeks now, 6 to 7 weeks now. And bro, that peptide is a game changer. If you're cutting, that's your go-to, bro. That is your go-to. It boosts the metabolism. It helps your body utilize your energy so you can basically speed up the fat. It's just a great fat burning agency, bro. So if you're looking to cut, or if you cutting or trying to get lean or shed body fat, that's your go-to, guys. And for anything in that pre-workout stack that you may want, you can hit the links in the description. Y'all already know the define. Y'all hit that link, and once you get to checkout, it's gonna apply 10%. And then with the authentic aminos, when you get to checkout, use discount code TAKEOVER20. It's gonna give you 20% off. I might have to do a supplement video soon so you guys can see all the peptides and the supplementation that I take. Well, y'all already see the supplementation, but I might just include everything in one video. Maybe this weekend I might try to get to it. But y'all be sure to hit them links, man, and go get your peptides and your supplement needs, man. But we finna go out here and get warmed up. They got a group class, so y'all know I ain't gonna be able to be too loud. I don't want to intimidate the women and the men. But I'm finna get in my zone, man. We finna get to it. Let's get it, man. Let's go. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I know bench press is on the menu, and I know shoulder press is on the menu. Machine shoulder press is on the menu. So I don't know. Let's get it, man. Drop them hundreds in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up. Share the video. All that good stuff. Let's get it, man. Let's go. All right, guys. So y'all know it's shoulder day, but I like to throw the bench press in on shoulder day. You know what I mean? Shoulders is, like I say, shoulders takes such short period of time, and I just like to get a pump on my full top shelf, the full top nest. You know, from the pecs to the delts, and even the rear delts. That's part of the top shelf too. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna do too much on the bench press. We just gonna do enough to get a nice pump on the chest. We gonna see how I feel. You know, it's a 4-plate minimum. You know, but we ain't gonna do a lot of volume on chest. We're just gonna, you know, Let's get it. And see, some people may wonder, why do I do bench press on shoulders? As you can see, guys, I stick to the script, man. I stick to the old school basics. You know, the OGs that taught me how to lift back in the day, those are the same principles that I apply in today's time. I don't transition with time and start training soft and cute and scientific, you know what I mean? I did learn the importance of the negative part of the movement to control and a lot better, you know, the mind-muscle connection. Certain things you'll apply to your style, but as far as training less intense and using the excuse of the judges not caring how much you lift as an excuse to not bang heavy, I'm not gonna do that. You know, then you often get guys, oh, you lifting there now, but when you get my age, you're gonna feel it. But first of all, oh, I did that. Dudes always say they did that, but have no footage. Let's see the footage of how your form looked. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure back then, form wasn't as form wasn't as important as it is today. You know, guys take form a lot more serious nowadays than they did back in the day. You know, and then on top of that, guys always say, when you get my age, you gonna feel it. Okay, it's people who never touched weights before who's up in age and feel it from working a 9 to 5. So what you saying? Because you gonna age and experience things. Not every guy. I know guys that's 70 years old that's still getting busy in the gym. You know, that's still active. So dudes be trying to find a way to make themselves feel good for being soft and weak. You know what I mean? You don't know how nobody gonna feel when they get your age. You know what I mean? Dudes just be yapping, man, like females. When you get my age. No, you just soft weak, you just a couch potato that just wanna sit down and watch football all Saturday, watch football all Sunday, while you eating popcorn and drinking beer. That's why you feel the way you feel. That's why you look the way you look. You know what I mean? You don't look the way you look from being a dog, getting busy, watching what you eat, staying active. So you take your time, warm up, every rep count. So I probably do about 6 to 8 sets on the bench press, including those two. Because although I call them warm-ups, they still count, you know what I mean? You're still putting the muscle under stress, so it still counts. Every set counts, guys, keep that in mind. So once I work up to my heavy set, that's when I will move on to shoulder press. And we'll get some good shoulder press work in. On that good old plate loaded shoulder press out there, you know. I stick to the basics, man. Some people may think it's repetitive, which it is, but that's a part of the game, you know what I mean? Like I say, bro, when we had weights in the basement, all we had was this. Literally, when we first started, all we had was this: a bench press, a 45-pound barbell, and we had like 400 pounds worth of weights. That's all we had at first to start off. Then we started to get more and more things, but this is what we did every day. What up, bro? Whew. Take this 2 full spin, see how it feels. Let's get it. Yep. You're gonna hit that 225 for another set. Hit 315 for 2 sets. Hit 405 for 2 sets, maybe. Or I may hit 405 for a set and go to 455. We're gonna see. But after that, we're gonna go get busy on the shoulder press. Hey guys, we climbing up in the ranks. Gonna see how this 315 feel. We're gonna do 8 sets of 8. Sets of 10. I'm gonna do 10s until I can't get 10s no more. So if I can get all my sets completed with 8 reps, that's what we on today. Let's see how it go. We going least? Well, yeah. Oh. Woo. Yes, sirski. So I think I want to go up to 4 plates, see how that feel, and then I save my second set of 315 for a back down set. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. 315 felt decent, so yeah, why not? We gonna play it up to 4-5. Let's get it. We got 4 patties on the bar. They're double. We're gonna see what we got, man. I said I wanted 10, but I want to save some gas for the 455, so I'll probably do 8. Because I want to be able to at least get 6 with the 455, you know what I mean? So that's why I really don't like to go in with a game plan as far as reps, because depending on how the weight feels, then I'll make adjustments to be able to go heavier than I expected to go that day, you know what I mean? The goal is to lift as much as you can for as many reps as you can. So if I feel like I can go up, then I'm gonna go up, you know, for a decent amount of reps. I'm not gonna leave gas in the tank. Whew, so let's get it. Easy day. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Come on. Let's get it. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Ah! Woo! Sheesh.
Hell yeah, brother.
Thank you, bro. All right, guys. So you can see we worked up to the 455. We came up 1 rep shy. Had a hard 5. I'm satisfied with it because that last rep was a grinder, so I'm satisfied with it, but I ain't satisfied. So now I'm gonna do 2 back down sets opposed to 1. So now I'm gonna go back to 405 and take that for a spin. I should get 8, and then we're gonna go 315 for a set of 10, and that's gonna be it for bench press. Then we go get some shoulder work in. Whew, let's get it, man, let's go. If you're still here, drop them hundreds in the comment section for your boy with the times down. Hey guys, so we finna do a drop set. I'm gonna give as many as I got with this 405. I'm gonna strip a plate, give as many as I got with 315, and that's gonna be it. This is my back down set. Ooh, easy day. Oh yeah. What? Ooh, that's more like it, guys. This music a bit loud in here today for whatever reason. So hopefully I don't get popped for this crap. Ichi ba ya ya, whatever she talking about. But we on the shoulder press. See the shoulder press. We gonna start with 3 plates because we already won. Yeah, feel nice and good. See, this is why I love the shoulder press machines, because I get a much better connection and a much better negative while performing the machines. I'm trying to overtalk this music, but I get a much better negative. You know, I just feel it so much more opposed to doing the dumbbells. I got all the way up to shoulder press in the 150s with the dumbbells, but I wasn't seeing the growth that I wanted to see from it. Since I started doing the machine, when I'm able to get better control, a much better consistent path of range of motion, I could tell a big difference in my shoulders. You know what I mean? Also, adding bench pressing in to my shoulder days has helped a lot too, because my shoulders already pumped. My front delts already have a nice pump from bench press. You know what I mean? So I'm already pretty fatigued on shoulders before I get to shoulders, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a pre-exhaust for shoulders. Just doing what works for me, you know, over trial and error, over the time of experimenting with myself. This is something that I tried and I noticed growth from, so I'm gonna continue to do so. Let's get it. And you see how deep I can get in the shoulder press on this machine, or any shoulder press machine for the most part. And pay close attention, guys. My back is on the pad. You're gonna, retract your scapula, of course, but you don't want your glutes all out here, because the moment you start doing that, it's no longer a shoulder press, it's more so of an incline. Stay straight up and down with it. That's why I like this, because you're in a fixed position. You know, someone asked in one of my videos why I don't do standing shoulder press with the barbell. I do every blue moon, but again, when I do it, I find myself focusing more on the weight, and I start to lean back to get the weight up. So it's not really hitting the shoulder how I would like for it to. With this angle, I'm sitting straight up and down, so the weight is coming directly up and down and not more of an angle in front, targeting the front delts. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go up to 4 plates for a spin. We're gonna see how they feel. And then y'all know we gotta progress throughout the movement. We wanna progress. You don't wanna hit the same set, or you don't wanna hit the same weight every set during the exercise. Let's progress, folks. Let's get it. Do it again. So we got 4 patties on here, guys. Let's get it, man. You know what I mean? Let's swell him out. Let's swell him out. Ush. Ush, ush. 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 Ah, yeah. Ooh, look at him. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. One thing about that defined pump, man, let me fix this camera so y'all can see what's going on, man. Man, come on, bro. You see the pump, man. Come on, man. It look like we got on shoulder pads. Like we play football or hockey. You know what I mean? Let's get it. We gonna put it up to 5. Ah. All right, guys. So as you can see, we worked up to that 5 plates. We only got, 4 reps? So we did a drop set all the way down to 2 plates. I wasn't satisfied with that set, so I'm back at 4 plates, and I'm gonna attempt to at least get 8 reps. I want 10, but I need at least 8. You know what I mean? And as you can see, doing my lifts, bro, I spend majority of my time doing compound movements. I don't go in the gym and just do a bunch of accessory exercises. I go give all I have on my compound exercises. Then as I start to get fatigued, that's when I throw in the easy accessory movement. You know what I mean? See, and that's what's different from me and a lot of other bodybuilders that train. A lot of other bodybuilders do the exact opposite. They spend a lot of time on accessory movements and not a lot of time on the compound exercises. Once you perform the compound exercises, my whole shoulder is pumped right now. My chest is pumped right now from the bench press. My shoulders are pumped. Triceps are getting fatigued. So now when it comes time to do lateral raises and front raises, it's gonna be a sensation. It's gonna be a sensational feeling. You know what I mean? Because the pump is gonna be 10 times as nasty as I individually train each head of the delt. You know what I mean? That's just my motto. That's how I get busy, you know what I mean? I was always taught, and I've learned over the years, that compound exercises is what's going to build the dense tissue. Doing a bunch of accessory movements, that lightweight, high rep stuff, it's not going to build dense tissue. You know what I mean? Like if you pay attention to the guys that are thick and dense, they usually do a bunch of barbell, dumbbell exercises, bang heavy. You know, you can be big, but it's a difference between being big and being dense. I'd much rather be dense than just big. You know what I mean? But that's me. I want to look like a tank, like a unit. You know what I mean? I don't want to look like a hot air balloon, just big and weak, just float away. I want to have some density behind it. You know what I mean? Like kind of like if you guys are familiar with the place that the powerlifters use, the KG plates, right? And you look at the big bumper plates, the big rubber coated bumper plates. If you look at the big rubber coated bumper plates, they look like they weigh a ton. When you pick them up, not so much. But when you pick up the red KG plate, it look like it don't weigh much, but that mug's super dense and heavy. Yeah, I know it weighs about 10 pounds more, but you get the concept that I'm making. You don't want to look big and you don't want to look big and not have the density like you look. You know what I mean? I'd rather be smaller and dense than bigger and shallow, if that makes sense. Well, let's take this last set on these shoulder press for a spin. We can isolate these delts, man. Ooh. All right, guys. So you see the pump, man. So now we're gonna get some lateral raises. We're just gonna do 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10 front raises, 3 sets of 10 rear delts, and that's it, man. Yep. So we're gonna start off with these 45s, man. Boom. As you can see, I'm not swinging the weight up. I'm not jerking the weight up. You want to keep them elbows just slightly bent. You know, you don't want to come out here, keep them slightly bent and keep the weights down. It's going to hit that delt so much harder, guys. I don't know why they got the music up so loud. I got it, the shoes on my feet. I got it, clothes I'm wearing. I got it. Hope I don't get flagged. All right, guys, so now we're going to get set 2. We got the 55s. And I'm hitting this angle so you can really see the delts. You know, so you can keep in mind, you got a close visual that I'm not doing this. You want to stand as straight up as possible. Boom. Boom. You good, bro? Boom. 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 That's how it should look, but with weights. So in actuality, you should be able to really pump up your delts with no weight. You know what I mean? But we're going to get it kicked off. Set 2 with these 55s. Shot. Arf. 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 Woo! Last set gonna be a drop set. Every movement today, we doing a drop set for the top set. Let's get it. All right, guys, so this is my top set on lateral raises. We got 55s. We're gonna start off with the 55s for a set of 10. We're gonna drop down to the 45s for a set of 10. Then we're gonna drop down to the 30s for a set of 10. That's one set. This is the top set. Every exercise today, I'm doing drop sets for the top set. Look. All right, guys. So now we on to the front raises. We're gonna start with 70s for a 10-piece. But if you've been paying attention, you know what's up next. Let's get it. Yep. So we're gonna go 80 next set for a set of 10. Then we're gonna go to 100 for the third set. But for that third set, we're gonna do a drop set. So we're gonna do 10 with 100, 10 with 80, 10 with 70. Yeah, 180, 70. I have to make sure I grab the right ways. You know, we in a doghouse, man. We ain't got, everything ain't labeled like how I be in the pretty boy gyms, you know what I mean? What you gotta love. Shit, you come in here, you get busy. You get busy. Then you got a bunch of bodybuilders standing around talking about other bodybuilders. Let's get it. What's up? Ooh. Ooh. Won't be our work, man. Let's get it. All right, guys, so now we on the front raises with the barbell. We got a 100-pound barbell, 80-pound barbell, 70-pound barbell. This is my third set. I started with 70, did a set of 10, did a set of 10 with 80. Now we're gonna do a set of 10 with the hundreds, and we're gonna drop back down to 70. 10 reps each. No swinging and jerking. Boom. Yep. Oh. What's that? Yep. Oh. You gotta love this grind, guys. So now, look, y'all see this, man, you see the pump. I'm telling you guys, that defined pump, bro. You want a nasty pump, get the defined pump, define yourself. But now we on these rear delts, it's gonna be the last exercise for shoulders. We're gonna do a dumbbell rear dumbbell rear flies, right? We got the old school, them joints. These are the same dumbbells that we had growing up, bro. I think we had a set of 35s and a set of 45s and a set of 25s. We used to do tricep extensions, lateral raises, front raises, and bicep curls like almost every day, bro. We really used to do curls every day. We used to sit on the back porch with the 25s and we just used to curl. My house used to be the kicking spot back in the day. My mom and them used to sit on the porch. We used to all sit outside, eating sunflower seeds. And while we on the porch chilling, man, we used to be banging out them curls, you know what I mean? But let's knock these 3 sets out, guys. Yeah, I know we got to finish with the 3 sets of pull-ups as well. We ain't ducking no wreck on no pull-ups. And then I'm also gonna do a set of triceps. I'm not gonna include that in the video, but I'm gonna get some tricep press downs as well. But I am gonna show you how to set them pull-ups so y'all know we ain't ducking wreck on no pull-ups. Ah. Oh yeah. Old school clanging and banging, baby. You know what I mean? Sticking to the basics. Getting that dog work. We ain't scared to get our hands dirty in the doghouse. You know what I mean? Y'all see when I get in my bag, y'all see I've been over here a lot. I'm in my bag, man, banging this iron. This iron gonna have the boy looking different. That iron gonna have you looking dense. If you pay attention, man, even when the guys that used to be on the yard who used to bang that iron, you see how they used to look. And they ain't had nearly as much of the supplementation as we do now, and you know, on the outside. You know what I mean? Them guys looked different. Them guys used to bang every day. Like my dude who showed me the game, my OGs who showed me the game, they used to bang every day. They ain't talk about no overtraining, and they taught us upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. You know what I mean? It wasn't all that, it don't take all that, and man, shut up. All that soft talk, man. Dudes be soy boys, man. We living in a soft boy era nowadays, man. Dudes be scared to get busy. Dudes be scared to push themselves and challenge themselves. They want to be great, but they don't want to put in great work. They want to do less for more. Man, like I say, bro, if you beat me, you earned it. You deserve to beat me, because I'm not letting off that gas. When I'm locked in, I'm in my zone. I'm in that mode. You're gonna have to earn it to beat me, because I train to be undeniable. When you go to compete, guys, you want to train to be undeniable. Don't do something because it's the easier exercise. Do the dog work. Do the work that people scared to do. Do the work that people ducking. You know what I mean? That's why I say I don't duck rec, because I do the things that people don't want to do. All the hard exercises, the barbell squats, the bench press, the deadlifts, the barbell rows, the heavy dumbbell rows. That's what dudes ducking. Do those exercises because you're gonna look different. You want to look good from every angle. You want dudes that when they stand next to you, it's lights out. You're lights out. Big takeover, you heard? Let's get it. Set 2. Let's get this last set, baby. Last set. Drop set, you heard? Let's get it. Pull-ups every training session. Let's get it. All right, guys, so y'all see, we're here in the cardio room. I got the lights off. It be nice and hot in here too. So I'm finna knock out my 10 minutes post cardio. Hit a couple laps around the parking lot, get some steps in, and that's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna hit 3 sets of abs. 3 sets of abs on my way out after cardio, after the Strapmaster. But I appreciate you guys rocking with your boy, man. I appreciate all the donations that you guys give. I appreciate everybody using the discount codes provided in the description. I just appreciate all the support all across the board, guys. So that's it for today's video. Let me finish strong. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla back at your boy.